Okay, Ji. In today's class, we are going to do paper two of October-November 2019. It is paper two, variant two. Paper two is of 2 hours 30 minutes, and the total marks for paper two is 100 marks. Okay, starting from the question one. Since it is a paper two here, so we can use the calculator, right? So we can use the calculator. And what does it say in question number one? It says Tanya owns a small business. Okay. Tanya has 4 employees. Every week, the employees each work for 7 whole 3/4 hours. That is 7.75 hours. Each day for 5 days. Each employee is paid for $15.20 per hour. Calculate the total amount Tanya pays her for her 4 employees in 1 week. Okay. So basically, let's first calculate the 1 employee total number of hours that he is working. One day he's working 7 whole 3/4. 7 whole 3/4 is basically 7.75. 3/4 is 0.75. So you can also say 7.75 hours, right? So each employee work 7.75 hours each day. So if he's working for 5 days in a week, so I'm going to multiply with 5. So I get the number of hours for a week. Now, since this is the number of hours for a week, so I'm going to multiply this value with we got the total number of hours here. We got, if you multiply the 7.75 with the 5, we got total number of hours. Now we are going to multiply these hours with the rate, that is $15.20 per hour. So I'm going to have the salary of one employee, of only one employee for a week. Just for a week. Now, since we have 4 employees, so I'm going to multiply this quantity with 4 as well to get the total amount Tanya pays her for 4 employees in 1 week. So I'm going to have 7.75 multiplied by 5. I'm going to have total number of hours multiplied by 15.20. This is the total amount of money that she has to pay to one employee. Since there are 4 employees, so I'm going to multiply this with the 4. So I got $2,356. So it is $2,356 for the whole week and for 4 employees. एक स्टेप में हमें सारा काम हमने कर लिया. As much space is given over here. Now, what does it say? It says the business made a profit of $25,700 in 2017. Okay. Compared with 22,102 in 2018, calculate the percentage decrease in profit from 2017 to 18. Now you can see that these type of questions are usually coming in the first few questions, the percentage increase and decrease problem. So since they are asking for the percentage increase in the profit, percentage decrease in the profit, you can check in 2017 we have 25,700. That is the large amount. Then the 2018, that is 22,102. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the difference divided by initial value. Difference divided, how we are going to calculate the difference? Maximum value minus minimum value. Difference divided by initial value. What was the initial value? Initial value is 25,700. People usually think the lowest value is going to be written in the denominator. It is basically the initial value that is going to be written in the denominator. Now multiplied by 100, you'll get the percentage decrease over here. 257 minus 22,102 divided by 257 multiplied by 100. You get 14% here. The answer is 14%. Since we have a percentage sign here, so we can just write 14% here.
Sorry,
then we have Tanya must add 8% sales tax to the initial cost of a job. Okay. She then adds 15% to the cost,
sir,
including the sales tax, to find the amount to charge a client. Tanya charges one client a total of $465.75 for a job. Calculate the initial cost of this job. All right. So in this, they are saying Tanya must add 8% sales tax. see, if she is doing a job, she's asking for 8%. Tanya must add 8% sales tax as well at the initial cost of the job, and then she add 15% to the cost, including include the sales tax. So it says to find the amount to charge a client. Now she charges 465. She's charging $465.75 to the client, right? And now this amount is basically not the whole amount. This is not the full amount. This is basically what you guys do. You're basically charging 8% separately, and then you're charging 15% separately. So before sales tax, I'm calculating the amount before sales tax. Before sales tax. After sales tax, we have this amount, and it is going to be called as 115%. Before sales tax, I don't know the amount, that is going to be the 100%. So I'm going to cross multiply this value. I'm going to have 100 into 465.75 divided by 115. I get the 405 value. Now this is the amount before sales tax. Sorry, this is the amount after sales tax. Let me just correct it. This is the amount after sales tax. Because after sales tax, they are adding basically 15%. तो सेल टैक्स के बाद भी वो 15% अमाउंट और चार्ज कर रहे हैं. अब बिफोर सेल्स टैक्स हमारे पास कितनी होगी अमाउंट? After sales tax, we have the amount $405. That is the 108% amount, right? And before tax, sale tax, we have the amount Y, और ये हमारे पास 100% अमाउंट है. मैं इसको क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई कराऊंगा. I'll get the value 405 multiplied by 100 divided by 108. So I get the answer 375 है. ठीक है ना? तो हमारे पास देखो बेटा, थिंग इज सेल्स टैक्स लगाने के बाद दे आर चार्जिंग यू 15% टू द कॉस्ट. फिर जो सेल्स टैक्स लगाने के बाद 15% और वो एक्स्ट्रा चार्ज कर रहे हैं. तो 15% से पहले अमाउंट कितनी थी? तो 15% के बाद अमाउंट थी 465.75. 115% अमाउंट थी. हमारे पास आंसर आ गया 405. 15% से पहले की अमाउंट आ गई. अब जो पहले की अमाउंट है 405, इसमें सेल्स टैक्स इंक्लूडेड है. So what we have done, 405 is the 108% amount. We are calculating 100% amount. ये before sale tax की amount आ गई, that is 375. ये हमारे पास initial cost of the job निकल कर आ गई. Now we have in B part. Now this one is the question. Tanya invests $85 $100 in an account, paying 3.1% per year compound interest. At the end of 5 years, she takes $9,300 from the account to buy a new equipment for the business. Calculate how much money is left in the account after buying the new equipment. Okay, so this one is the principal amount that she invests. This one is the rate. And after 5 years, since this is the time over here, she takes $9,300 from the account to buy new equipment for the business. It means this $9,300 is the final amount. Calculate how much money is left in the account after buying the new equipment. Okay, this is not the final amount. This is not the final amount. It says calculate how much money is left in the account after buying the new equipment. So the final amount is still unknown. She has only taken up the amount, that is $9,300 from the account. Now there is one कुछ और वैल्यू भी इसमें है जो कि फाइनल अमाउंट को मिलाकर फाइनल अमाउंट बनेगी. ठीक है ना? तो लेट्स से हमारे पास कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट का फॉर्मूला है A = P into 1 plus r upon 100 power n, right? So we have the principal amount that is 8500. We have the rate that is 3.1 divided by 100, and we have the number of years that is 5. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to calculate the final amount 8500 multiplied by 1 plus 3.1 divided by 100 whole bracket power 5. It becomes 9901.75. Let's just make it 76 because it was 756. All right. So she took 9300. So I'm going to subtract 9300 from this amount. Now the amount left in the account after buying a new equipment is $601.76. All right. Okay, so we have in question number 2, transformation question. It says shape A, B, C are drawn on the grid. Shape A is mapped onto shape B by reflection. All right. Write down the equation of the line of the reflection. Now they are saying this is the reflection from A to B. The reflection, you need to find out the line of reflection. Since you can see that it is a vertical reflection, you are basically converting your A, which is pointed upward, it is pointing downward. So it is definitely going to be reflected by a horizontal line. So what horizontal line it is going to be? Let's just take the midpoint of the corresponding points. These are the two corresponding points. Their midpoint is going to be this one, right? Now these are two corresponding points. Their midpoint is this one. Once you got two midpoints here, now what you can do, you can just draw the line here. This is the line of reflection, but they don't know though. They don't want the line drawn over here. They want the equation of this line. So this is going to be y equals to -1. Right? Now it says describe fully the single transformation that maps A onto C. Okay, you have to describe this transformation that maps A onto C. It is definitely what we can see is the enlargement over here. The shape is enlarged here. And for enlargement, first we need to tell that yes, it is enlargement. Next, what is the scale factor? And then what is the center of enlargement? And there you go, the 3 marks process. What is scale factor? See, first find the center of enlargement first. What is center of enlargement? You can join the corresponding lines. See, I'm joining these two lines, corresponding points. Let's just join these two corresponding points, right? So we have got this one here. मैंने थोड़ा सा इसको वाला ज्वाइन करा है, ये रहा. So we have got the center of rotation, that is the point of intersection of these corresponding line. You can join all the 4 coordinates, but since we got the point of intersection from the 2 lines, so we don't want to have to really join these 2 lines as well. So we got this center of rotation that is -3,2. So I'm just going to write -3,2 here, the center of enlargement. What is the scale factor? See, since what is the image? So this is the image, this is the object. What is the image size? Let's just calculate the size of one of the line, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. And over here it is 2. So I'm going to write 6 image size divided by object size, that is 3. But since we have image and object are on the opposite side of the center of enlargement. See, this is center of enlargement. These are on the opposite sides. So what we can say, that the scale factor is going to be negative. So I'm putting negative sign over here by myself, because the center of enlargement, because the image and object are on the opposite side of the center of enlargement. Now it says transformation T is represented by the matrix. This is the matrix that represents the transformation. And they're asking us T maps shape A onto shape D. Draw and label shape D. Now you can first see which type of transformation is this with the help of the matrix over here. So first we need to be very sure that which kind of matrix is this, whose matrix is this, whose transformation matrix is this. Since 1, 0, I just told you this trick over here that take the initial point here. Let's just do this process. This is 1, 0 and this is 0, 1. So we write this matrix 1, 0 and 0, 1, right? Now this 1, 0 over here, instead of 1, 0, we have minus 1, 0. So basically this point is basically transform over here, minus 1, 0. Now it's look like over here that we have 180-degree rotation. 1, 0 becomes minus 1, 0, and then 0, 1 becomes 0, minus 1. 0, 1 becomes 0, minus 1 here. So we have 0, minus 1 here. All right. So we can say this is the 180-degree rotation here. Now it depends on you. You can use a matrix for 180-degree rotation, or you can directly just do the trick over here. What kind of trick? Since this is the 180-degree rotation, and this matrix always remember this matrix always mark your point center of rotation, that is 0, 0. Its center is going to be 0, 0. Right? So since we have to rotate the triangle A 180-degree rotation from the center of rotation, that is 0, 0. So I just mark the point 0, 0 here. Now from 0, 0, I'm going to have the vertex distance. See, this has become minus 5, 1. So my one vertex distance is minus 5, 1. Second one is minus 6, 1. So which one? This one, minus 6, 1. This one is going to be minus 5, 2. And this one is going to be minus 6, 3. Now, since it is the 180-degree rotation, now all the points coordinate sign are going to be changed. It becomes 5, minus 1, 6, minus 1, 5, minus 2, 6, minus 3. Right? So 5, minus 1 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and minus 1. 6, minus 1 is going to be here. 5, minus 2 is going to be here. And then 6, minus 3 is going to be here. So we got the 180-degree rotation of this shape. 180-degree rotation of the shape. It is pointed upward, it is pointed downward, it is pointed rightward, pointed leftward. So 180-degree rotation about the origin here. Is there any problem in this question? Okay, Ji. In question number 3, what it says? It says the table shows the times in second taken for the each of the 12 members of an athlete club to a 400-meter race and 800-meter race. Okay. So this is the comparison between 400 and 300-meter race. Okay. On the grid, complete the scatter diagram. The first 6 points have been plotted for you. So for plotting, we need to understand the scaling over here in y-axis. The number of boxes after every 5 units. 5 divided by 5. 1 unit, 1 box, 1 tiny small box equals to 1 unit. On an x-axis, the number of difference of the value is 5. 50 minus 45 is 5. And how many boxes are there? 10 boxes. So 1 tiny small box is equal to 0.5. So we have to plot 56, 129, 56 on 400 meter on the x-axis and 129 on the 800 meter, that is y-axis. So 400 is the x-axis, this one is the y-axis. So 56, 129, where is 56? So this one is 51, this one is 52, 56, 50, this one is 56, 56, 129, 56, 129, 129 is going to be over here. Not over here, over here. All right. Then we have 63, 138, 63, 138, 63, where is 63? 63 is going to be 61, 62, 63, and this one is 138. So 138, just write 2 boxes below 140. This is 130. Then we have 50, 126. We have 50, 126. Then we have 161, 131. 61, 131, 61, 131 is going to be 53, 119, 53, 119. 53, 119. $55, 127. These are the points I've plotted. I believe so. All of them are, let me just check. 63. Yeah, all of them are right. Yeah. So what it says, runner who took less than 55 seconds in part 2, runners who took less than 55 seconds to run 400-meter race and less than 125 seconds to run 800-meter race are selected to enter the athlete competition. How many of these runners are selected for the competition? Right. A runner who took less than 55 seconds for 400-meter race. For 400-meter race, less than 55 seconds. This one is less than 55. This one, yes, this one is less than 55. So we have 2 people around out of 10. We have 2 people from the 400-meter race who took less than 55. There are 3 over here, 53, 82, and 51 as well. Sorry. So there are 4 over here. Now in the 800-meter race, less than 125. Less than 125 is going to be 1.
Sir 50 नहीं होगा
2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 people over here in total. How many of these are selected for the competition? There are 9 who are going to be selected for the competition.
Sure.
Okay, so there is one more thing that we need to focus on this. They are saying there's a word "and" over here. They are saying runners who took less than 55 to run 400-meter race and less than 125 seconds to run the 800-meter race. So there should be a combination of both of these. Like this one, this first runner take less than 400-meter, less than 155 seconds in a 400-meter race, and less than 125 seconds in a 800-meter race. So this one is the runner that we are going to select. And then what next? We have this runner over here who took less than 55 and less than 125 seconds. We have this runner over here who took less than 55 and less than 125 seconds. Or हमारे पास बेटा we have this runner over here. So there are 4 runners in total who took less than 55 seconds and less than 125 seconds in an 800-meter race. Right? We need to fill up both of these conditions. Next, we have what type of correlation does this scatter diagram show? It shows the positive relationship. It shows the positive relationship. As the time of this increases, the time of this also increases. Right? This is the positive relationship. Then they are saying draw the line of best fit on the scatter diagram. Since you can see the line of best fit is also going to be on the right side bended line. So this is line of best fit by I. Right? That shows number of points equally divided. This is the mean line of these number of points. Then says another runner took 65 seconds to run 400-meter race. Use a line of best fit to estimate how long they would take to run the 800-meter race. Okay, so we have to have 400 meters, 65 seconds. 400 meter for the 65 second value for the 400-meter race is this one. We have to estimate the value of 800-meter race with respect to this one. So I'm going to take the y value from the 800-meter race, and this is going to be 134 here. So this is the estimated value. So it must be a range of values that is given in the marking scheme, but 135 is reasonable over here. Okay. In A part, they were basically asking that find out the runner who fills up both of these conditions. In 400-meter race, he's taking 55 less than 55 seconds, and in 800-meter race, he is taking less than 125 seconds. तो ये तो वो रनर्स हैं जो लेस देन 55 और लेस देन 125 वाले हैं. ये तो मैंने वैसे भी इनको फिलअप कर लिया. इसको भी कर लो, देखो यहाँ पर. लेकिन इसका मसला पता है क्या है? इसकी जो 800-मीटर रेस है ना, वो लेस देन 125 नहीं है. तो हमने वो बंदे लिए जिनकी लेस देन 55 सेकेंड्स और लेस देन 125 सेकेंड्स बेटा हमारे पास, जिनकी सेकेंड्स निकल कर आ रहे हैं, जिनका टाइम निकल कर आ रहा है. तो ये एक बंदा है जिसने 400-मीटर रेस में लेस देन 50 सेकेंड्स लिए, 55 सेकेंड्स लिए, और बेटा 800 मीटर्स में लेस देन 125 सेकेंड्स लिए. सही ना? तो देयर आर 4 पीपल, 1 2 3 4 पीपल लाइक दिस. उसके बाद बेटा वी हैव 50 मेंबर्स ऑफ द एथलेट क्लब attempted the high jump. The table summarizes the height in centimeters of their jump. Okay, 140 to 145 meter centimeter height is P. Frequency 145 to 150 is 10. 150 to 155 is 15. 155 to 160 is 13. 160 to 165 is Q. The athlete coach uses the mid-interval values to calculate the estimate of the mean height jump by the 50 athletes. His estimate of the mean is 153.6. Explain why P plus Q is equal to 12. Okay. अच्छा, इस डेटा का वो मीन ऑलरेडी निकाल कर हमें दे रहा है, राइट? नाउ ही इज आस्किंग, और मीन की वैल्यू भी निकालने का तरीका पूरा बताया हुआ है कि उसने इन सारी वैल्यूज का मिड पॉइंट लिया हुआ था. यानी ये 142.5 हो जाएगा. मिड पॉइंट कैसे निकालते हैं? 140 प्लस 145 डिवाइड बाय 2, तो ये आ जाएगा 142.5. ये हो जाएगा 147.5. ये हो जाएगा 152.5. ये हो जाएगा 157.5. ये हो जाएगा 162.5 हो जाएगा, राइट? इस तरह से मीन निकाल लिया. पर अभी तो पहले वो आपसे पूछ रहा है, भाई पहले बताओ P plus Q 12 के बराबर कैसे. देखो, सबसे पहले यू नीड टू नो कि सम ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी इज इक्वल्स टू 50. इसका आंसर बड़ा इजी सा है. आप सम ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी लो, P plus 10 plus 15 plus 13 plus Q is equals to 50. अब P plus Q यहीं पर रहने दो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे, बाकी सारी वैल्यूज राइट हैंड साइड पे अगर सब्ट्रैक्ट करा दोगे तो यू विल गेट 50 minus 10 minus 15 minus 13. Now if you subtract these values, you will get the answer. 50 minus 10 is 40. 40 minus 15 minus 13, it is going to be 12. तो ये आपके पास ऑटोमेटिकली P plus Q 12 के बराबर आ जाएगा. ये आपने प्रूफ कर दी बात. तो कह रहा है शो दैट 142.5 प्लस 162.5 इक्वल टू 1870. कह रहा है ये शो करके दिखा दें. तो दिस इज बेसिकली विद द हेल्प ऑफ मीन हम लोग कैलकुलेट करके दिखाएंगे. देखो, आपके पास fx की वैल्यू निकालो. 142.5 मतलब है P, दिस इज x वैल्यू, दिस इज f वैल्यू. तो f इंटू एक्स, P मतलब है 142.5, 142.5 इंटू P. वन 147.5 मतलब है 10 is 1475. 152.5 मतलब 15, 2287.5. So it is 2047.5. 162.5 मतलब है Q, it is going to be 162.5 Q. सही है ना। अब आप देखो बेटा, इन सबको ऐड करो, 142.5 पी तो ऐसे ही रह जाएगा, 1475 प्लस 22 प्लस 2047.5 प्लस 162.5 Q divided by number of frequency, that is 50. Sum of fx divided by sum of f. This is the mean formula ना. ये बराबर है मीन के 153.6. तो 153.6 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 50, 7680. $142.5 P remains same, 162.5 Q remains same. Then 1475, and all these values are going to be subtracted on the left hand side. Right hand side, 17680 minus 1475 minus 2287.5 minus 2047.5. It is going to be after your subtraction here of all these values, minus 1475. So you get the value 1870 here. Let's just find the value of P and the value of Q, show your working. So it is basically a simultaneous equation solving. From this equation, I'm going to make P as a subject or Q as a subject. So P is going to be 12 minus Q. अब 142.5 into P, P की वैल्यू जगह 112 minus Q रख दिया मैंने. इस वाली इक्वेशन में बेटा मैंने P की जगह 12 minus Q रख दिया. Plus 162.5 Q is equals to 1870. Now 142.5 multiplied by 12 is 1710. 142.5 Q plus 162.5 Q, 1870. So 1870 minus 1710, 160. On the right hand side, it becomes 160. Now 162.5 minus 142.5, it is going to be 20 Q. So you'll get the value of Q, that is 8 here. Once you got the value of Q, you're going to put it over here. 12 minus 8 is 4. The value of P is 4. The value of Q is 8 here. Acha, in this question, this is a graph of function question, very important questions for paper 2. Now, they are asking to complete the table first. There's a space over here. You have to put the value of x equals to 4 in the equation. So yeah, I'm just going to put it the value y equals to 3 plus 2 into 4 minus 4 q upon 5. So 3 plus 2 into 4 minus 4 ka cube upon 5. So you got minus 1.8. Now you need to draw this graph, y equals to this 3 plus 2x. You have got all the values, and they've already drawn the table on the x-axis. You know this. One difference after every 10 value. One difference after every 5 value. 0.2. Right? So one tiny small box in the x-axis is equals to 0.1, and one tiny small box in y-axis is equal to 0.2. So you have to plot minus 4 comma 7.8, minus 4 7.8. So minus 4 7.8 is going to be this 7.2, 7.4, 7.5, 6, 7.8. So this point over here is going to be 7.8. Minus 3 comma 2.4. Let me just do this. Okay, let's plot the second point. That is minus 3 comma 2.4. 2.4 is going to be minus 2 comma 0.6. Then we have minus 1 comma 1.2. 1.2 is going to be here. Zero comma 3. 1 comma 4.8. 1 comma 4.8 is going to be here. Just write one box below the 5. Then we have 2 comma 5.4. I'm just doubtful on the value of this. 3 plus 2 into 4. All the values are, it might be. Okay, my 3 at 2 it's 5 comma 5.4. 5. 3 is 3.6. And I have 4 minus 1 minus 1.8 is going to be here. Just write about the minus 2. So since it's a cubic graph, you know the general structure of the cubic graph. This is general structure of the cubic graph. So we have to join these points. So I'm going to use some favor of this software to make a bit tidy graph. All right. So we have got this graph now. This is a cubic graph. It says by drawing a tangent, estimate the gradient of the graph y equal to 3 plus 2x minus x cube upon 5. So at 1 comma 4.8. So which point is the 1 comma 4.8? This one is 1 comma 4.8. 1 comma 4.8. This is 1 comma 4.8. So I'm going to make a graph. So this is the tangent of this graph at 1 comma 4.8. And they're asking for you to estimate the tangent of this graph. So what is the tangent? You just need to have 2 points to calculate the tangent. This is 1 comma 4.8. then you can have any of the point from this graph, any of the point. Let's say this 2,6.2, this point over here. This 2,6.2. 2,6.2 is more clear. So I'm gonna have the gradient of this graph y2 minus 7, 6.2 minus 4.8 is 2 minus 1. It is 1.4. So we got the point 1.4 as a gradient of the line. On the grid, draw the line 2y plus x equal to 8. On the grid, draw the line 2y plus x equal to 8. So we need to plot this line over here. So we need to have any 2 points of this line. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give the value of x over here. Once the value of x is here, we got the 0. We got the y value is 4. If we put the y value is 0, you will get the x value as 8. So do you think 8, 0 can be plotted? No, 8, 0 cannot be plotted. 0, 4 can be plotted? Yes, 0, 4 can be plotted here. So I'm just plotting this 0, 4. The next point will be let's say x equal to 2. If you put the x value 2, you will get the y value as 3. So we get the 2, 3. So we got this point here. Let's just draw a line. You can use a scale. I got just this graph. This is the x value. This is the x value. So we got 0.4 over here, the point of intersection. We got 3.2 here as a point of intersection. Since they were not asking for the point of intersection, but in the next part, they would have definitely asked for this. जब भी मैंने पहले से ही निकाल लिए कि हमारे पास 2 point of intersection आ रहे हैं. मेरे ख्याल से तीसरा भी आ रहा होगा और वो होगा ये वाला. ये है minus 3.7. So minus 3.7, 0.2, and then we have 3.2. There are 3 point intersection of the at which the x values are minus 3.7, 0.2, and 3.2. Now again, the last class ऐसे equation है, the x coordinate of the are the solution of this 2x cube plus ax plus b. आपके पास ये x values इस equation से भी आ सकती थी, लेकिन इस equation में a और b की वैल्यू नहीं पता, तो कोई तो कह रहा है a और b की वैल्यू निकालो. मतलब एक और तरीके से भी आ सकती थी x की वैल्यू अगर हम लोग ग्राफ में simultaneous सॉल्व कर लेते. Then we have 2y plus x equals to 8. So we are going to solve it simultaneously. 8 minus x. We got the y value here. Now I'm going to put this y value over here in the equation. I'm going to simplify this equation. 5 to the 15, 5 to the 10x. You got the LCM 5 here. It becomes 15 plus 10x minus x cube. I'm going to cross multiply this value. 5 multiplied by 8 minus x. So it is going to be 40 minus 5x. 2 15s are 30, 2 10s are 20x, minus 2x cube. Now the minus x cube becomes, left hand side becomes positive 2x cube. Minus 15 minus 20 minus 25x, 40 minus 30 is 10. Now you can compare these values with the equation that is given in the question. देखो ये वही इक्वेशन है जिससे x की वैल्यू आ रही है और ये भी वही इक्वेशन है जिससे x की वैल्यू आएगी. दोनों का x का कोएफिशिएंट 2 है और x का कोएफिशिएंट a है वहां पर, यहाँ पर -25. तो on comparison we got a value -25 and on comparison we got b value 10 here. ठीक है ना. Now in question number 5 it says x such that x is an integer from 1 till 16. ठीक है, x such that x 1 till 16 integers हैं और integers आपको पता है नॉन डेसिमल नॉन फ्रैक्शंस वैल्यूज 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 एक दफा लिख लेते हैं ताकि काम करने में आसानी हो. even numbers 2 4 6 now 16 is also in even numbers, but we are going to take the even numbers from the universal side. Now what are the square numbers? 1 is a square number, 4 is a square number, 2 is not a square number, 4 is a square number, the result of the 2 square. Then we have 9, then we have 16. अच्छा 16 भी हमारे पास इंटीजर ऊपर शामिल है उसमें ना, तो इसमें भी शामिल हो जाएगा, मुझे दिखाई नहीं दिया था. So it is 16. So 16 is also going to be a square number and the even numbers as well. Factor of 100, factor of 100 is basically 1 as well, 2 as well, 4, 5, 6 is going to be the factor of 16, 9, 100, no, not 8, not 9, 10 is a factor of 100, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is a factor of 100 or not? Can we divide 100 with 15? So it is going to be not, it is not visible. So these are the factor of 100 here. Now they are saying complete the Venn diagram. The first thing first that we need to fill is the most common portion here, which is this one. This is the most common portion. So which value is the most common over here? Sir, we have 4 as the most common element in all 4 of these. None other than that. So we have 4 here. Now, is there any value that is common in A and B except 4? So A element and B element have, is there anything common? Yes, 16 is common. Which other value is common? Nothing is common. So other than 4, we have 16 is common. Which value have B and C? What is common in B and C? So B and C has common, that is 1. So I'm going to write other than 4, we have 1 common. And what is the common value between A and C? So we have 10 common here. We have 2 common here. Yeah, 10 and 2. Right? So I'm going to subtract these values from the universal side as well. 2, 1, 4, 10, 16. And what are the values left in A only? So 6, 8, what is left over in A is 6, 8, 12, 14. What is the value left in B? That is 9. What is the value left in C? That is 5. So all the values are going to be cancelled from the neutral side as well. 9 and then 5. What is left over? Left over is 3, 7, 11. 3, 7, 11, 13, and 15. So this is the complete Venn diagram of this question. All right. Then it says find a number of element in A intersection union B. तो अब यहाँ पर A intersection निकालो, फिर union करो B के साथ, फिर उसका number of elements निकालो. You should understand the what diagram, Venn diagram से किस तरह निकालते हैं. तो A complement का मतलब है outside A. Outside A का मतलब है बेटा ये point, ये point, ये point और ये point outside A है. B का मतलब है inside B. Inside B क्या है 1, 2, 3, 4 और इनका यूनियन मतलब ये सारे आ जाएंगे राइट और क्रॉस का यूनियन। हमने ए कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री राइट बी के लिए क्रॉस चेक करा था, राइट और क्रॉस का यूनियन का मतलब हो जाएगा ये सारे एलिमेंट्स हमारे पास इसमें शामिल हो जाएंगे। तो 16 भी है, 4 भी है, 9 भी है, 1 है, 4 एलिमेंट ये हो गए, 5 6 7 8 9 10, देयर आर 10 एलिमेंट्स इन ए कॉम्प्लीमेंट यूनियन बी में। The answer is 10 directly here. It says P belongs to, P is an element of A intersection C. What is A intersection C? Sir, this is A intersection C. Write down all the possible values of P. So the possible value of P could be 2, 4 or 10, right? Then we have Atik has a set of 16 cards number from 1 to 16. He takes a card from the set at random. Find the probability that the card shows an odd square number. Okay, odd square number. What are odd square number? Odd square number is basically 1 is an odd square number, 9 is an odd square number, right? So these are the odds. 25 is the odd square number. So Atik has a set of 16 cards number from 1 to 16. He takes a card from the set of random. So what are the odd square numbers here? 1 till 16, till 1 till 16. These are odd numbers and odd square number as well. So 2 of the card are in the favor of the question and out of 16. So 2 by 16 is going to be 1 by 8. Atik takes 2 cards at random from the set of 16 cards. Find the probability that Atik takes 2 cards at random from the set of 16 cards. Find the probability that the board card shows even number that are factor of 100. So Atik takes 2 cards over here. So this is the event, combined event here. There are 2 events are going to be taken. So Atik got 2 cards at random from a set of 16 cards. Find the probability that board card showed even numbers that are factor of 100. What are the even numbers that are factor of 100? So 2 is an even number and a factor of 100 as well. 4 is an even number and a factor of 100 as well. 6 is an even number but not a factor of 100, right? So factor of 100 over here we have already calculated 1, 2, 5, 10, 1, 2, 4, 5, 10. What are the even numbers here? The even numbers over here are 2, 4 and 10. So 2, 4 and 10 are the numbers that are in the favor of the question out of 16 cards. So the first card I'm going to take will have the probability 3 by 16, and the second card I'm going to take is going to be have the probability of 2 by 15 here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just simplify these values. 6 divided by 16 into 15. I got 1 by 40. 1 by 40 is your answer. Don't just directly write 1 by 40. Show they're working 3 by 16 into 2 by 15 here. Okay, so these are the questions from the question number 5. Question number 6 is rearrange the formula to make P as a subject. V times P plus 5 is equal to 3. So we got VP here. We have 5V here. So we have 3 minus 5V here. So the value of P as a subject is 3 minus 5V upon V here. This is going to be the P as a subject. All right. Now we have expressed the single fraction in simplest form, this fraction. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take the LCM of this. The LCM of this is going to be 2x minus 5 and x minus 6. You got x into x minus 6 and 3 into 2x minus 5. X into x is x square, minus 6 into x minus 6x, 3 into 2, 6x, 3 5 is 15. You can multiply the denominator as well. It is not necessary that you multiply these denominator. You can just directly write 2x minus 5 into x minus 6 as well. There's no issue with it. In the numerator, you're going to have x square minus x plus 6x is going to be cancelled. Minus 15. So this is going to be your final answer after simplification. Now it says solve the equation. To solve it means you find out the value of x. What are you going to do? You're going to cross multiply this value 2 into 1 minus 3x. So 4x plus 5 is equal to 2 1s are 2, 2 3 are 6. 4x plus 6x. 2 minus 5 remains same. 5 is going to be on the right hand side, becomes minus 5, becomes minus 3. 10x, x value is minus 3 by 10. Right? Again saying solve the equation, it means they are asking you to find out the value of x again. What we are going to do, we are going to multiply this 5 with the equation 5 into x. 5 into 3 is 15. 2x into 2x it becomes 4x square. 2x into minus 1 minus 2x. It becomes 4x square on the right hand side, minus 2x minus 5x minus 15. Minus 7x minus 15 is going to be the equation, quadratic equation. Now I'm going to, now you have the option that you can do the middle term breaking as well, and or you can also do the quadratic formula. What I'm doing is the middle term breaking. 4 into minus 15. What is 4 into minus 15? 4 into minus 15 is going to be minus 60. Now you have to take two numbers which give the multiple minus 60, and the sum of the two numbers is minus 7. What are those numbers? (12 into 5) and 12 plus 5. 12 plus 5 is not minus 7, so I'm going to put minus 5 over here. 12 minus 5 is not is 7, not minus 7. So I'm going to put the minus sign with the 12. It's going to take 4x common the first two term, x minus 3, 5 common, it becomes x minus 3. So you got x minus 3 common, you got 4x plus 5. Either x minus 3 equal to 0, 4x plus 5 is equal to 0. You got the x value 3, you got x value minus 5 by 4. X value 3, x value minus 5 by 4 here. All right, so we have solved this equation. Part D is done. Then we have a question from the trigonometry. It says calculate the bearing R from P. They have given all the values here. और सारी बातें लिखी हुई भी यहाँ पर. ठीक है ना? So calculate the bearing of R from P. R from P का मतलब क्या है? We're going to make the knot at the R. From the you're going to make the knot at the P. After from we have P over here. So you're going to make the knot at the P. And you're going to draw the clockwise angle from north of P towards the line PR. This is the line PR over here. So if you want to find out this angle, this whole angle, some of the part is known, that is 42, but this part is all not known here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to calculate this value here. What this value is going to be, we are going to use the sine rule just for this value. Sine P upon 146 is equals to sine 108 divided by 325. So after cross multiplication, (146) multiplied by sine 108 divided by 325, you're going to have the value 0.4272. I'm going to take the sine inverse. 7. Sine inverse of the value, it becomes the value of P angle at P is going to be 25.29. You're going to add 42 on it. You get 67.29. This is 25.29. So this is going to be the 67.29, the answer. Since the this is the angle value, so I'm going to convert it into one decimal place. 67.3 is going to be the final answer. Now it says QR, show that QR is 202. This QR is 202 meter, correct to the nearest meter. We have to show this value. So we are going to consider this triangle. We already know the two sides and the included angle. What we are going to do, since we have to find out the QR value, we are going to do the cosine rule here. QR square is going to be equal to 325 square plus 280 square minus 2 into 325 into 280 into cos 38. Cos 38 here. You're going to take the square root at the end. You got the answer of QR, that is 201.5. See, we have to give the answer to the nearest meter. Now it will be converted into 202. Otherwise, the answer was 201.5. Now it will be converted into 202, hence shown. All right. It says Mia walks at constant speed of 5.5 kilometer per hour. Calculate the time it takes her to walk from Q to R. Give you your answer in minutes and seconds. Correct to nearest seconds. Okay. So speed is equal to distance over time. So time is equals to distance over speed here. So what is distance? Distance between Q to R is 202. Right? What is the speed? This one is in centimeter, I think. This one is meter, sorry. This one was meter. So this one is meter and this one is 5.5 kilometer per hour. See, the units are not same here. This one is meter, this one is kilometer. So first thing first, we need to focus on this value 5.5 kilometer per hour because they are also asking the answer in minutes and seconds. So let's just convert this value first into meter. If you multiply this kilometer with 1000, it becomes 5500 kilometers. (202) divided by 5500 is become 0.0367 2727 and so on. Now this one is in hours. Since you want to convert this into minutes, you are going to multiply this value with the 60 times 0.036727 multiplied by 60. Once you multiply this with 60, it becomes 2.2036 minutes. And since you have to convert this into second as well. So you got 2 minutes as a whole number here. Now this over here, this value is 0.206. 2036 is going to be multiplied with 60 to get the answer in seconds. So these are 12 seconds here. 12 seconds, 21 milliseconds, and now we have 12 seconds here. So it becomes 12 minutes and 12 seconds. I just converted this 2 minutes and you converted this into minutes, it becomes 12 So it becomes 12 seconds here. So I had a whole 12.221 seconds. So I just wrote 12 seconds here, right? Now we have question number 8. Okay. In this question, they are saying the volume of the cone is given, the curved surface area of the cone is given. They are saying the diagram shows the ball with a circular base. The curved surface area of the ball is formed by removing a cone with radius 12 centimeter. The height is 45 centimeter from a larger cone as shown in the diagram. The radius of the top of the ball is 16 centimeter. The height is 15 centimeter. So this is obvious that this ball is made by cutting this cone from this part. This part of the cone is cut. Now we have this ball over here with a circular base. It says calculate the volume of the ball. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to find out the volume of this whole cone. I'm going to find out the volume of this cone, and I'm going to subtract this value so that I can have the volume of the cone. So volume of the ball is equal to volume of the larger cone, volume of smaller cone. So larger cone radius is 16. This is the formula for the volume of the cone. 16 square. What is the height of the larger cone? That is 15 plus 45. 15 plus 45 is 60. What is the radius of the small cone? That is 12. Now I'm going to subtract these values to get the answer. You can also take 1/3 pi common to make it more easy, but let's just do it in this way. 1/3 pi by 3 into 16 square minus 12 square into 40. 2960 pi. So you got volume of the cup, volume of the bowl is 9299.11 centimeter cube. And if I round up this under to 3 figure, I'll get the answer 9300 centimeter cube. Now it said the slant height of the cone that has been removed is C centimeter. Show that C is 46.6. So this one is the slant height of this smaller cone. They're asking for this value. Okay, what should be the value over here? It should be 46.6, correct to the 3 figures. Now this C over here, first thing first, we have this right angle triangle in the cone. So C is going to be considered as a hypotenuse. So C square is going to be equal to 12 square. And what is the height of the smaller cone? That is 45. After squaring and adding, you get the square root. So you got the square root, it becomes 46.57. You got 46.6 up to 3 figure. See, I got the answer in 4 figure, then I convert it into 3 figure. After third figure, this is the third figure. After third figure, we have 7, the number that is greater than 5. So I'm going to add 1 in the 5, so I got 46.6 centimeter here. The bowl is completely filled with water. Calculate total surface area of the bowl that is in contact with the water. Basically, they are asking for the curved surface area of this bowl, because the curved part of the cone and also the base of the cone is in contact with the water here. So the base area over here is going to be pi r square. And the curved surface area of this cone, of this part of the cone, we need to calculate it very clearly over here. How we are going to calculate this value? We are going to calculate the total curved surface area of this cone, and we are going to calculate the total surface area of the smaller cone. Then we are going to subtract these values. Okay, we cannot directly calculate the curved surface area of this part. This is not a cylinder. This is the cut portion of the cone here. It's also called So what I'm going to do, also call the frustum here. So we have got the base area. Base area is pi square, 12 square into pi, that is 144 pi, 452.38 centimeter square. Now the curved surface area of the larger cone, curved surface area of large cone. The curved surface area formula is pi r L. See, they have already given the formula for pi r L. The curved surface area of the larger cone, the slant height, we need to calculate the slant height of the larger cone. Okay. And then we need to calculate the curved surface area. So what I'm going to do, what is the slant height of the larger cone? What is the slant height over here? See, I'm again going to put up the formula of this Pythagoras. We have the right angle triangle here. We have slant height L square, 16 square, plus the height is 15 plus 45, that is 60 square. So we got the slant height over here, that is 16 square plus 60 square. It's 15 square plus 60 square, taking the square root, I got 4 root 21. Without root, it's 3856. You take the square root, you got the answer. That is 62.09. So you got the slant height 62.09. So I'm going to put the values here. Pi into radius. The radius of the larger cone is 16. 62.09. (3121.32 centimeter square). Now, what is the curve surface area of the small cone? The curved surface area of the small cone is again going to be pi r L. The pi value, the radius is going to be 12 here. The slant height we already calculated 46.6. 46.6. So got pi into 12 into 46.6. We got the value 1756.77. Now, total surface area that is in contact with the water is, we are going to add 452, the base area, plus 3121.32 minus 1756.77. The large cone surface area, curved surface area, minus small cone curved surface area. So it becomes 452.38 minus, plus 3121.32. Then we have minus 1756.77. So we got the answer 1816.93. 1816 or 17 is the round of answer. Okay, you can just give the up to 3 cent figure. It is going to be 1820 centimeter square is going to be the round of answer up to 3 cent figure. After third cent figure, we have 6. So we are going to add one in the 1. It becomes 2, and 6 is going to be converted into 0 here. Okay, in question number 9, it says there's a 2D shape ABCD is a rectangle. AB is 10, AD is 12. PQ is parallel to AB and RS parallel to AD. Y is the point of intersection of PQ and RS. BR and DP are a smaller rectangle has a smaller rectangle and a square is shaded. Write down the expression in terms of X for AR. We need to calculate the expression for AR over here. This value BR and DP, BR is X centimeter and DP is X centimeter. This AB value over here is this AB value over here is 10 centimeter. So this whole is 10 centimeter. This whole value is 10 centimeter. And we need to calculate just this value, AR. So AR is going to be 10 minus X. Right? This brown. This 10 minus X. Then it says AP, the value of AP. What is the value of AP? This one is AP. So this AD value is again 12. This whole AD value is 12. And this PD is X. So 12 minus X is going to be the value of this value, AP. Next, we have area of the shaded region of ARYP and area of the rectangle ABCD is 3/4. Show that X square minus 22X plus 30 is equal to 0. Area of the shaded rectangle ARYP. ARYP. This is the shaded rectangle. What is the area? The area of this is going to be length into breadth. What is length? 10 minus X into 12 minus X. This is the area of this rectangle. So 10 minus X upon 12 minus X, 10 minus X into 12 minus X, area of the ARYP, area of the rectangle ABCD. What is the area of ABCD? This whole ABCD is the area, is the rectangle. The area is going to be 10 into 12. That is equal to 3/4. Right? So it becomes how we are going to find out this equation now. We have just used the conditions. What is given in the question? We are going to multiply this 10 into 12. It becomes 120. 10 into X is minus 10X. Minus X into plus 12 is minus 12X. Minus X into minus X becomes plus X square. And 10 into 12. If we just cancel out these values, 4 ones are 4 threes are 12. It becomes 30 here. The X square remains same, minus 22X plus 120 and 3 into 30. X square, it becomes 90 here. Now I'm going to put the value on the left hand side, 120 minus 90. You got the equation here. Once you got the equation, they are definitely going to ask you to find out the value of X. And since they are asking you to find out the value into two decimal place, so you are just going to put the value in the quadratic formula. X equals to minus B plus minus under root B square minus 4AC upon 2L. The value of A is going to be the coefficient of X square along with sign, that is 1. The coefficient of X along with the sign value of B is minus 22. The constant term is going to be 30 here. Let's put the values here. Now just minus B minus 22 plus minus B square minus 22 square. For A value 1, C value is 30 upon 2A. Minus 22 square is 484. 4 into 30 is 120. And 2 ones are 2. So 484 minus 120 is going to be 364. So we have two values, 22 plus minus root 364 upon 2. $20.53. 1.460 here. So 20.53, let's just write into three decimal place first. 20.539. So after two decimal place, it is going to be 20.54 and it's going to be 1.46 here. So we've got two values into two decimal place. It says find a total unshaded area of the rectangle ABCD. Unshaded area of the rectangle. So unshaded area, if we can find out the length and breadth of the unshaded area rectangle, so this one is an unshaded rectangle. What is the length? X. So let's just find the area here. Length is X and this breadth is, we already calculated, this is 10 minus X. AR length, what is the length of AR? Is basically the length of DS as well. So this is 10 minus X. So the area of this is going to be X into 10 minus X. Unshaded area. Okay, what is the length and breadth of this rectangle? X. What is BQ? BQ is 12 minus X. Now we are going to find out the area of these two rectangles and we are going to add these values. X into 10 minus X. A1 plus A2. X into 10 minus X. Plus X into 12 minus X. So I just added these two areas here. This one was A2. Let's just 12x minus x square. It becomes 10x minus x square. It becomes 22x. This is the whole area. Now, since they are asking that we need to find out the whole area over here. So I'm going to use the value of x, that is 1.46, to find out the area. We got two values of x, 20.54 and 1.46. So which value I'm going to use? I'm going to use 1.46 value. See, why 1.46? Dekho, this length over here is 10 minus x. If you subtract 10 minus 20.46, 20.54, 10 minus 20.54, it will be a negative value then. The length cannot be negative then. So x value should be less than 10 and x value should be less than 12 as well. 12 and 10. So basically x value should be less than 10. So that this value or this value should not be a negative one. That's why I'm taking the x value 1.46. I'm going to put the value of x 1.46 here. So I'm going to put the value here minus 2 into 1.46 whole square. $27.85. After 3 cent figure, it is going to be 27.9 centimeter. Now we have question number 10. In question number 10, what does it says? The last question of this paper, they're asking you to find out, show that the ABC is congruent to triangle BAD. ABC triangle, I'm just marking out with the purple. And then we have BAD triangle. So since how we are going to tell them that these two triangles are congruent, this purple and blue orange triangle is congruent, ABC. So A is corresponds to B over here, B is corresponding to A over here, and C is corresponds to D over here. This is ABC triangle, this one is BAD triangle. Now you can see that these two are diameters here, BD and AC. So in purple triangle, in the ABC triangle, we have AC is equals to BD. And what is the reason? Reason is diameter of circle. First reason. We have to show that these two triangles are congruent. Now you can see this side AB is common in both of them. AB side is BA, you can say common side. So two sides I have already shown that these two sides are common or equal. And for congruent triangles, SSS, SAS, AAS, or RHS, these four theorems are applied to find that these two triangles are congruent. So I've already proved that two sides are equal. So in two sides, we have this theorem and we have this theorem, which shows the two sides here. Now we can say that this angle over here is 90 and this angle over is also going to be 90 because angle in a semicircle is 90 degree. See, if this is the diameter, this is a semicircle, this is going to be 90 degree. If this is diameter, this is a semicircle, this is, if this is the diameter, this is going to be semicircle and this is going to be 90 degree. All right. So this over here is going to be 90 degree and this over here is going to be 90 degree. So you can say angle ABC is equals to angle BAD, and you can say angle in a semicircle, an angle in a semicircle. And this is also equals to 90. So let's just mention this as well. Now we have two side and the angle is 90 degree and the side that is proven over here is the hypotenuse. This AC was a hypotenuse. This is one of the leg over here of the right angle triangle. This one is the angle 90 degree. So this theorem is proved with the help of RHS, right hypotenuse side theorem. One of the angle is right angle, hypotenuse is also equal, and side, one of the other side is also equal here. Now in part B it says find the angle COD are drawn. Okay, the diameter of the circle is 8. ABD is 28, ABD is 28, this one is 28. This one is 90 degree. So find COD. So we need to find out this angle over here. Okay, ji. And this one is the diameter, that is 8. Okay. So what we can also do is we have this triangle over here. This triangle is definitely going to be an isosceles triangle. Why isosceles triangle? Because these two sides are radius. This angle over here was 90. If you subtract 90 minus 28, what will be the answer? 90 minus 28. This is 90 minus 28. So 90 minus 28 is going to be 62. So you got 62 here. If this is 62, this is also going to be 62. Now find out this angle. So 180 minus 2 times 62. 180 minus 2 times 62, it is going to be 56. We need to find out this angle. So 180 minus 56 is going to be 124. This is going to be the answer of COD. Calculate the area shown shaded in the diagram. The area shown in the diagram, this is the area that is shown in the diagram. That is, we need to find out the area of this place. Over here, the angle is 124. Since this is the diameter, this is going to be the radius. What are the radius? The radius is going to be 4 here. So if you just calculate this area of the sector, so why are you calculating the area of the sector? Why we are not calculating the area of this portion only? This portion is not a specific shape. So what you're going to do, you're going to calculate the area of this whole shape, and then you're going to subtract this area of the sector here. Now, what is the area of this whole shape? Okay. The area, let's just find out the area of this triangle now. Let me just move this. You got 124 here. Let's just find out the area of this triangle. This one is 4, right? And this is basically divided equally into 2 parts. 124 divided by 2. So 124 divided by 2 is going to be 62 here. There's this angle over here, 62. I'm finding out this side CT here. So what is CT? You're going to use tan 62 opposite over adjacent. Opposite is CT. This is 90 degree here because this is the tangent over here with the radius. And what is opposite over adjacent? Adjacent is 4. So 4 into tan 62, you will get the answer of CT. Sir, why are you calculating CT? 4 into tan 62. Tan 62. You got the answer 7.522. Right? Now, since you got 7.522 value here, if I ask you to find out the area of this triangle, OCT triangle area, half base into height, 7.522. So multiply by 4 into 2, that is 4 into half, that is 15.045. This is the area of OCD. Now the total area of this shape is going to be 15.045 multiplied by 2 is 30.09. So I'm writing down here OCTD area is 15.045 multiplied by 2, that is 30.09. Right? Now I'm going to calculate the area of the sector. Area of the sector is going to be 124 divided by 360 multiplied by pi r square. The radius value is going to be 4. So 124 divided by 360 multiplied by pi into r square. 17.31. So area of the shade region 30.09 area of this whole shape minus 70.31 the area of the sector is going to be 12.77. So F2 3 significant, it is going to be 12.8 area of the region. Right. So this was the last question. Yes.